I know it's been so long. For me, it feels like it because I was used to doing a video every single week, and then I just stopped. It became really overwhelming. I don't know how else to explain it. Even this right now is actually kind of giving me some anxiety, but yet I miss it. But it also makes me anxious to do it, and I'm not sure how to navigate that. So we're just gonna do our best because I do miss it, and I have makeup. Like, come on, get with it. I also apologize that my CPAP is in the background. We're still in our rental, so we're just making the best of this that we can. I don't know why this is making me so stressed. This used to be fun, like low stakes, and it's still low stakes. I don't know. This is a mystery. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Do I have any skincare? I honestly have no clue. Listen to this. This is going to be fun. Yes. Okay. Not so much skincare, but we have a new primer. Have you guys... Oh, I just lost the spatula. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. Have you guys seen a lot about this? I feel like I see this every time I get on TikTok. But it's the same girl doing it on her forehead, showing how it's smoothed and blurred. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It is a very interesting... It's kind of jelly, kind of putty. Let's see. The ingredients aren't on here. Hydrates and blurs with a cooling sensation, enhanced with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and glycerin. So let's just get us a little scrippy script out here. I'm still trying to decide what this consistency is. Let's try a little bit on the forehead and see if it does for that girl what it did on TikTok. I mean, hers was like almost mattified. It was blurred so much. Okay, so let me get my mirror. Yeah, it definitely does not look like it did for that girl on TikTok, but that's okay. Did I really expect it to look like that? No, if we're being honest. It almost feels like it's just sitting on my skin instead of sinking into my skin, if that makes sense. Like, there's one I like from Hank & Henry that's a silicone-based blurring primer, and it feels like it sinks in. Whereas this, I feel like it's just resting on top of my face. But I guess the real proof in the pudding will be once we put the foundation on. I don't know. I don't know that I'm really seeing blurring as much as I am like cooling and kind of moisturizing. I don't know that I'm seeing blurring, but it feels nice if that's any consolation. It does feel nice on the skin. So there's that. Okay, for eyeshadow, I really have not been picking up eyeshadow palettes except for this one when it released. This is from Hank & Henry, their nudes palette. They have 3 of them. They're all nudes, but there are 3 different shade selections. There's like the light, the medium, and the dark. I went with this light one. It's great. I mean, I wish it had one darker shade, but I can generally make up for that with my bronzer. They're just buttery. They're just so buttery. All right, for primer, I'm going in with the Profusion Pigment Base. When I first seen this, I thought, you know what? That would be a really good everyday palette because it really does have all your necessities for a basic need. And like I said, there are different options as far as dark and light and medium. They're good. Like Hank & Henry eyeshadows, all the ones that I've tried, always blend so well. They're so pigmented. Like, I haven't been disappointed across the board. Like, I've always enjoyed the eyeshadow that I've tried from their brand. Okay, I want to put this No Sabo all over my lid. Then back up in the crease, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade. It is called Terracotta. It's this really beautiful orangey brown. Then I'm going to take some of this shade Mocha and put it in the outer corner. Alright, then going in with a little bit of Milani Glitter Glue. I'm going to take this middle shade Chinny. Just press that over. Sometimes your best tools are just going to go back to using your fingers to blend stuff out. Just for everyday purposes, I really haven't been doing anything on the lower lash line. I don't think I've really picked up any new mascaras. No. I did have this eyeshadow stick that I forgot about. This is the Sweet Cup Shimmer Cream eyeshadow stick. Yeah, I don't see a shade anywhere. This is really pretty. I mean, that really would go well with this eyeshadow look if I had used that. Let's put a little bit. Why not? Why does it matter at this point? Let's put a little bit kind of right here to deepen this up. That would have actually been a really good, easy one and done type deal. I've had these before. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I used to always really get the e.l.f. ones. It just kind of depends, honestly. Sometimes they're ace in the hole, and sometimes they're just going to go everywhere on you. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay. No mascara, so let me just pop some of that on. And then no concealer. Oh, look. Oh, I do have a mascara. Okay. Let's see. What else is down here? No. Okay. I have this. This is from LA Girl, which actually this setting spray, we're going to use this from them as well. This is the LA Girl Fiber Mascara Lash. I feel like I had this before the fire, and I cannot remember my thoughts. Immediately, I'm thinking it was too wet. So, we're going to see what happens with that. Here's the tube. The bristles are bristling. They are very tiny and spiky. I feel like my thought was this was too wet. Okay, let's go. There's like a short side and then a longer side. So are you supposed to like start with the short and then work it in with the long? I'm not 100%. The formula is wet, so that memory was correct. And you definitely want to be careful because these little bristles are stinking spiky. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of transfer up onto my lash or my eyelid, which I kind of anticipated with how wet this is. And okay, yeah, it's not building. Pretty much once it's dry, it's going to be what it's going to be. I don't feel like I can add any additional product to it without making them super clumpy and spidery looking. So I'm not super impressed, but I will keep trying it because it is a fiber. But anyway, there was the mascara. So let me go ahead and do concealer because I did not buy any new concealer, and I'll be right back. Okay, I quickly remembered that I have this. This is not concealer, and this is not new. But holy cow, is this worth talking about because I have found myself, when I do my makeup, I use this. This is the Catrice Under Eye Brightener. This is an Instant Awake. Mine is in light rose, and they also do have a more yellow toned one, but this is obviously the pinky peach one. This makes such a difference when doing concealer. It's kind of crazy. If you look, you can see the purple. I always have it, no matter what. So, take a little bit of this, and then with a clean finger, just lightly start patting it in. Honestly, on more no makeup days, this can be used in place of concealer because it's not giving you any added, like, excuse me, at least for me because I am so pale. It just works great. Like, it covers that purple, gives me a little bit of, like, shine under my eye, and does a fabulous job. Not a new product, but man, for the way it works so well, I really would like to get another one of these and one of the more yellow toned ones for my makeup kit because I honestly have not found a concealer it doesn't sit well under. So I thought, man, that's worth mentioning even though it is an older product. Moving on to foundation, I got this one. It's not a new release, but I believe I seen Tati doing a video with this saying it was a dupe for something. I'll have to go back and look and put it on the screen. I was at Ulta and there it was, so I picked it up. This is the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. I have mine in the shade F2. Oops, I probably should have shook it a little bit. I think I could have probably gotten a different shade. While this shade in the store looked right, I feel like now it almost looks a little too yellow, and I probably should have tried to find a more pinker tone. Is that smell coming from this? I'm going to shake it a little bit. It like, where it says serum foundation, it is liquidy. Like, watch. Yeah. Like I said, this is almost looking yellow now. In store, I thought I did a good job. So I'm just going in very lightly. I really haven't done my makeup this way in a while. I tend to do the underpainting method, but today we're just gonna play around and do something a little different. Honestly, it's funny because I feel like, okay, where it says it's a luminous foundation, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's the primer, because this looks like very, gosh, what am I trying to say? It doesn't look bad. It looks very blurry, almost powder-like, if that makes sense. And you guys, that might be the primer that we put on. I should have done one side without primer. Like I said, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like it looks like it's resting on top of my skin, which was kind of the issue that I felt like I was having with the primer. So maybe that's why it looks like this. Now, it doesn't look bad by any means, but it's a little not skin-like. Like, it looks more makeup-y than I feel like the last time I used it. But the last time I used it, I was also doing the underpainting technique. Like, maybe I just don't remember what foundation all over your skin looks like in a straight layer. Doesn't look bad, just looks different from what I think I've been used to lately. So I think we'll have to leave that out of, there's some variables that could have caused that. Okay, the next thing I have, in my professional opinion, I think this is a dupe for the Merit Beauty. Now, I have not tried Merit Beauty, but when I first swatched these, I thought, wow, that formula is very creamy. You will absolutely have to set it with something powdery. When I watched Emily Noel do her recommendations for the Sephora sale, she tested out the 3-part kit for Merit Beauty of their blushes, and she said the same comment. So in my mind, these probably have the same formula. Now, as far as pigment payoff, I couldn't guarantee that, but I think the formula is supposed to be the same. These are the Joy Bright After Hours 3-piece blush set. And I actually have to get this out here because that's a highlighter. Okay, so we've got these 3 shades. And look at the, like, you can't tell me that's not trying to be a Merit dupe. And so today I kind of want to go in with this darkest color. I'll swatch them all for you, so hold on. I love how I tell you hold on like I'm not the one in control of the camera. So here are the 3 colors. This lightest pink is Dance Floor Flush. This shade is Cheeky Glow, very NARS Orgasm. And this one is After Dark. And they are creamy balm. Like when they say balm, that's exactly what they are. Like you could probably also use these for your lips. I'm going to go in with After Dark. Now, the other thing is when I tried this, I did not have foundation on. I did the underpainting technique, so I am concerned that this will disrupt. You know what? I'm going to take it on the back of my sponge and apply it because I actually, for once, have somewhere to go this evening, and I don't want to risk it. So, ooh, okay, we're getting more pigment that way than I thought. Oopsie. Okay, I need a blend. See, this is why I like underpainting. It fixes a plethora of mistakes. That's really pretty though. Look at like the, wow, I like that. All right, I'm gonna put just a tad more over here to try to match. And then I'm gonna go over with the side that I used for foundation. Wow, that's pretty. I love that color because I kept looking at those Merit blushes. I did. And that was only $13, I think, and the Merit ones are definitely not $13. Look at that. That is pretty. I like that. So, if you were interested in the Merit blushes, I cannot guarantee that these are dupes, but from the packaging, from the formula description from Emily Noel, I am going to say that these are most likely, and these are at Ulta. Okay, for cream bronzer, I don't have a new one. This has been my go-to. The LYS bronzer stick. Mine is in the shade Motivate. It's just so stinking buttery. I really enjoy it. And then these little poofer thingies from Morphe are really good. Like, I have this, oh, I washed it. I have the dual-sided thing from Real Techniques, I think. And this just, I don't know. I got this free when I bought some products from Morphe a while back. And I tell you what, I really like it. It's really nice for concealer because it's so tiny and can just get right in there. And I'm going to tap over a little bit with the side of my sponge I use for foundation. I don't know why that took me so long. Now, other blushes that I have that I do want to go over in a different video are these two blushes from Catrice. These are amazing. I didn't think I was going to like them as much as I do. And I'm pretty obsessed. These are awesome. They are a cream and powder in one. You can get these on Amazon. I'm going to have to do a dedicated video with those for sure. Let's see. They had this little, like, the Shimmer Pup, whatever it's called. The Shimmer, what is that brand? Shimmer and Sweet and Shimmer. I thought that said Pup. Oh, and Sweet and Shimmer. They had these on sale. 4 of these little mini thingies, like what I have from Morphe. Morphe's is better. It's definitely plumper. But they had, a whole stand at Ulta where you could basically pick 4 for 10 or 15. I don't remember. Oh, the receipt's right here. Let me tell you. They each ended up being $2.99. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it must have been pick 5 for 15. Okay, so I got a little pack of these for my makeup kit. I got this double-sided mirror. I'm going to put it in my upcoming bride, her little kit that I'm making for her. They had that shimmer stick. They had some hair clips that I already put in my makeup kit. And clear brow gel, which I also already put in my makeup kit. So there was quite a bit to choose from. So real quick, oh no, this broke. I knew I've been slamming stuff around too much. I'll have to be really careful with that. I got this highlighter from Revolution. I feel like it's new. This is called Beam Bright. Mine is in the shade Diamond Glow. So be careful with this. It does not like to be bounced around. It's blinding. That's crazy. All right, I need to set her down somewhere where she can remain safe. This is probably the only disappointment from like this whole selection of makeup is the NYX Butter Gloss Metallic. This is in the shade, Blood, because this was from the Halloween collection. Like, I need you to look at the bottle. See all that metallicness? Okay, now watch. I don't see it. When applying, I don't see any of that shimmer and glitter coming with the product. We're jumping all over. Doesn't it feel like we're back home? I feel like I'm getting more comfortable and less stressed about this the further we get into this video. All right, I'm looking for a red liner. I'm looking for a man in finance. No, I'm not. I got my blue collar man. I'll keep him. Okay, this is the NYX lip liner in Hot Red. We're going to do this and then put this lip liner, or excuse me, this NYX Butter Gloss over top of it. I don't know what's going on with this lip liner, man. I don't feel like it's... Wow. That was an experience. I don't know what's happening right there. That took longer than it should have. Going back in with this metallic gloss over the NYX liner. There we go. Alright, now I'm seeing it. Okay. Oh, that's going to be pretty for the holidays. I think I would like a darker red liner. Bordeaux from Milani, I think would be really, really pretty under this to give it more of like a darker, smokier thing. Because like Hot Red is a true neutral red. And it's got like purple and blue and white. Not bad. Okay. What else? Okay, I have this highlighter. This was the other thing I got from the Sweet and Shimmer. Is this the same company? This Joy Bright and this Sweet and Shimmer? Like, look. Doesn't that look like they, I guess, package out of the same facility? I don't know. But here's this. It's golden, but when you sheer it out, it's a really pretty just wash of highlight. So I'm going to add that on, and then we're going to have to powder and stuff. Okay, so there it is. Now, you can't just leave it like that. You're definitely going to want to tap it out, or just like we did with the blush, maybe take your sponge, and then you can kind of be more precise. I mean, like I said, this was $2.99 because it was on sale, and I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I like all of those together. Okay, so I'm going to let this kind of sit and dry down just a little bit longer. I'm going to do my eyebrows, come back, we'll powder, and then I have a setting spray to try out. I powdered my face. I did my eyebrows. My eyebrow combo is what it's been. I won't go away from it. The Milani Stay Put Brow Color in Soft Brown. Then I go over it with the e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Gel in like the taupey blonde color. Does it not say that? Nope, sure doesn't. But like, this gives me the definition. This gives me a little bit of highlight, which makes it look more natural. I powdered in the center. I went in with my Kosas Cloud Set in Airy. And then for the rest of the face, I did the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Powder in Brightening Petal. I didn't go back in with any bronzer, but I did try to set my blush just a little bit. And I used the NYX Buttermelt Blush in Back in Butter. And now I, for some reason, have this weird little patchy spot right there that I can't seem to fix. That's driving me crazy. Alright, so now let's go in with this new setting spray. I feel like Juicy Jazz on YouTube did a video comparing this to the new Makeup by Mario powder. And that's the whole reason I bought it. This is the LA Girl Pro Perfect Oil Control Multitasking Setting Spray, and it says it has a matte finish. But the thing is, there is, like, I don't know if that's bubbles or glitter in the bottom. I'm trying to shake it up and nothing's moving, because you know the one from Catrice, like the glowy setting spray, all that stuff settles to the bottom. Like, you can kind of see it swirling in there. Yeah, that will all settle to the bottom and you have to shake it up. So I feel like, do you see the white in the bottom? But the more I shake it, nothing is happening. So it must be bubbles. That's the only thing I can kind of come up with. All right, let's see. Oh, that's a nice mister. We'll see what that does. Give it just a second. While that's finishing, I wanted to mention the Sweet and Shimmer Cream Eyeshadow Stick. You can't just leave it. You got to set it with something, because already, I don't know if you can see, it's breaking apart my eyeshadow. So for me, the way I tend to use those is as a base for the rest of your shadow. It's not something that I tend to just have and that be kind of the end of it, because you will start to have this issue arise. Now, they are great for putting all over your lid and then putting like a shimmer or something on top to help it to last. But as a one and done, that I now remember why I didn't use those a lot, because that would tend to be the issue I would run into, is that they would start to crease and break apart anything else on my lid. All right, let's give this one more over. Look how red I get underneath my chins. Okay, I'm not liking how my under eyes look, which I haven't used that Kosas powder in a while, so I'm just thinking that wasn't a good mix for me. Generally, I do just go use that Polite Society all over, and I tend to be pretty happy with that. Honestly, the foundation looks really good. I'm thinking that what I was seeing is a mix of the primer, but also the fact that I haven't done a full face of foundation in a very long time, because I have been doing underpainting so much. And I think it just, like, I don't know, I wasn't used to what that looks like anymore, to have just a full face of foundation. Probably my favorite things are definitely this foundation. I will be using this again. And I really enjoy these three blushes from Joy Bright. Like I said, I did end up setting it with a powder, but I really like the finish and the glow that it gave me. So I would say these two are the ones that I really enjoyed out of everything that we tried. I'm unclear about the Milani. I'll have to use it some more, and then I definitely want to go back in and show you at some point these Catrice blushes. So I just did the setting spray and I breezed right past it into the outro. So real quick, dialing back, my face definitely feels dry, but it did not cancel out any of the shine, especially from the blush and the highlighter that we tried. So for me, that's definitely a win. I like that my face feels matte, but it did not dull the actual shine from the product. So far, I like that as well. that's a full face of me testing out quite a bit of new product. The eyeshadow wasn't exactly brand new, but I don't think I've done a video with it, so I wanted to share it with you because the formula of those eyeshadows are bomb. He's found on TikTok. His name is Hank and Henry. And a lot of times he's got sales going on. So very, very, very rarely do you have to pay full price for his products. So thank you for watching this video. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it's been a long time. I cannot guarantee when another one will come out. I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.